Hello disc golfers and welcome to the United States Mini Disc Golf Championship. I'll be your host Matt Dollar and our tournament is presented by MVP Disc Sports. This is round 2, back 9 of the league card. And we've got James Snappy Cole sitting atop the leaderboard, tied with Kevin McCoy at 17 under par. I'm sitting 2 back at 15 under and John Matlack will round out our card at 11 under par. So we'll start the action today on hole number 10. It comes in just shy of 100 feet and it has an OB creek all the way down the fairway.
Oh my goodness, the old Schwebby, the upside down thumber.
Snappy goes with the upside down thumber. You heard me call it the Schwebby.
Yeah, good job, man.
And K-Mac does the same thing. And I am also going to do the same thing. So you're going to see everybody throw the thumber there, but on the sidearm angle. So that way it never pans to the left, but only to the right. Matlack goes backhand with that mini Ultra Star again.
Yep.
Good putt from Kevin, whose drive just cleared that out of bounds. And myself and Snappy will both convert on the birdies. John Matlack coming up here with the closest drive, and that is a star frame here on hole number 10. Great start to this round. We'll move on to hole 11, one of the longest, maybe the longest par 3 on the course, coming in at 155 feet. Put this one into slow-mo so you can see just how sidearm Snappy's thumber is there. Once again, like the last hole, he didn't want it to pan left out of his hand, so he throws it on a sidearm angle, and it keeps it from going left ever, and it just goes straight and to the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Best when I straighten out.
That was the Zing aerofoil I threw there. It is the overstable driver from Zing, and man, I finally got a hold of this hole, and ended up going just a little too deep, but definitely my nicest looking shot of the weekend on this hole. Matlack's going to throw the same mold, but if you don't put a lot of anhyzer on it, those things come out quick. They have a lot of stability. Overstability, rather. So Matlack says he got lucky. He tries to jump putt through that stuff. He hits a tree but falls out on the other side. I'll give him a look at his par. And this is where Snappy's thumber got him. This is a very nice thumber to get to this spot. Gonna leave it just a little bit low. And speaking of a little bit low, I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna see no birdies here on hole number 11, but Matlack's gonna make a nice putt to save his 3. And K-Mac and Snappy both still sit atop the leaderboard at 18 under par. My tap in there will take me, will leave me at 16 under par. And we'll move to hole 12. You gotta be careful here. The lake is right behind the basket.
I think it's good.
If you hear that, one of the players from the other group said, "Oh, that's in the water," and Snappy said, "No, I think it's good." So we'll see what it looks like. K-Mac gets that thing that keeps happening to the righties. You throw that backhand here, and if you land just short of the hilltop, you roll back down almost every time.
Good shot. Thank you.
I'm going to go with that same driver again, and I'm able to just get it up on top of the hill. And there's that righty hyzer rollback again. Tough putt coming up this hill. It really pays to land your drive up on the shelf here on top of the dam. So Snappy was correct. He did not go out of bounds. He might have got worked a little bit there during his backswing. I think someone made a loud noise on the hole behind us. So I'm going to get the only birdie there of this group, but everyone else will get their pars. Gets me back to within 1 stroke of the lead. We move to hole 13, the very, very short island hole. And thank goodness I made the island this time. During round number 1, if you watch that video, I actually clipped this tree That's on the left side of your screen right now. So Snappy comes up a little bit short, doesn't really skip, but I think it flips inbounds, and he's actually right there on the flag marking the out of bounds area. Kevin is not going to be so fortunate. His comes and lands, and Matlack as well. Both these guys landed just short of the island, but there's no skip in this thick grass in mini golf. So you just play it from where you lie with a one-stroke penalty. Both those guys are going to make their putts. And Snappy will make his birdie right there. And so will I. So we'll both tap in there, and we'll move to hole 14. The last of the holes in Ace Alley here. And I am now at 18 under par.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I got all excited trying to get that hole in one.
We were talking about trying to hit an ace before we threw this hole.
Nice shot. Nice shot, Justin.
Everyone throws a very nice tee shot here on 14. I'm going to be the only one with a little bit of chicken. K-Mac had a little bit of work to do uphill. I got a little bit of work to do downhill.
Good putt, Bella.
It was something.
Barely able to get that one in there. Just kind of cashed it right into the tray. Not much chains used. And Matlack will tap it in here for another star frame. And we'll move to hole 15. Probably my favorite hole in the course. Either 15 or 18. But 15 is my favorite par 3. It's just straight downhill. A lot like hole number 9 is. But this one is more of a righty shot. Actually, I guess both holes are pretty straightforward, but because there's a tunnel, you do have to throw kind of an accurate shot. K-Mac, there's a very nice looking thumber there. Chases a little bit away from the basket, though. Snappy went with a tomahawk off the tee, which was kind of weird. I do not think minis fly very good with tomahawks. They fly great for thumbers, though, that's for sure. So Kevin has another good looking putt, misses just a little bit high there. I'm going to knock in my birdie. That's 5 twos in the last 6 holes, and that's going to tie me up at the top of the leaderboard with Snappy Cole. Matlack's going to make his birdie putt there. Snappy and K-Mac will tap in for par. And that's going to take us to hole number 16, the 365-foot par 5 with an out-of-bounds line going down the left side of the fairway.
Still going though.
I'm going to go thumber just to make sure I get it in the middle. The one thing you don't want to do on this hole is throw it OB left.
Wow. Ultimate trust in that shot. Look at this thing go.
Matlack throws a really good backhand there. Snappy and Kevin are both going to like to go with thumbers as well. Once again, this hole, it's just all about landing in the fairway. If you go be left, you're in trouble. You go into the woods on the right, you're not going to get a birdie. So if you can land in the middle, you can really throw a harder shot on your second shot and try to get on the green.
There you go, bud.
However, with those thumbers, these minis pan so much that you have to be very careful about the angles you put them on. Snappy threw a thumber with a little bit too much pan, so it went too far left and actually rolled out of bounds. And as you saw, Kevin threw a good shot too, but his caught a little roll. So Snappy is putting to save birdie. And save birdie he will indeed. Great putt from Snappy. Gets his 1 foot in from the out of bounds line. All hyzer the whole way. Beautiful straddle putt. Now we have Kevin McCoy putting for eagle. And a very nice eagle from Kevin. Great 3 there. And that eagle is going to put Kevin at a tie at the top of the leaderboard as well. And I'm going to come up a little bit low on my eagle chance on hole number 16. Move to hole 17. We missed K-Mac's drive here, but we have a three-way tie atop the leaderboard. K-Mac threw a pretty good drive. He's a little left of the pin, I believe. Maybe deep. And the cameraman, our good buddy Derek, is not going to know where that went, but I slowed it down so you could see it catch that tree. It actually went into the middle of the tree and then just kind of dropped down on the right side of it. So I actually only advance about 15-20 feet off the tee, but it's just directly to the right. Luckily I'm able to straddle out and throw a thumber with all pan, so it never really comes back to the right.
Good save.
K-Mac won't be able to convert on this birdie. I will save my par, and Snappy will hit his birdie dead center. Kevin cleans up, and now Matlack will attempt to get his birdie.
One hole left.
And that will take us to hole 18, the finishing par 5, and this will be the last hole of the first day of competition. We still have round 3 and a final 9 to come after this. But these 2 rounds took place on Saturday, and the other rounds will take place on Sunday.
Over it.
So Snappy gets himself into the fairway, and Matlack does as well with a very nice backhand. K-Mac is actually lining up way further right than anyone else. He's just taking the left side out of bounds, completely out of play. We saw it destroy Mikey Golden's round in the first round video. So it really is smart to play away from that creek. You're probably not going to get an eagle 3 if you do that, but you can definitely avoid a lot of the danger and still get a birdie if you play it correctly. So I've stuck myself in the tree. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy, just get it in the middle of the fairway and advance as far as possible. Speaking of fancy though, Snappy's going to go huge thumber. If it doesn't catch that tree, it might park the basket or it might go in the creek, you never know. The yellow flag you see there is on top of the disc golf basket, and the macro basket that we're playing to is about 20 feet, maybe 25 feet just past it to the right.
Yeah, I thought it went like right over the corner of the bridge.
So we're discussing where
bushes.
Matlack's shot went out of bounds, and this is going to be the lie he's going to end up taking. And Matlack gives a great bid there. Oh, Snappy's going to catch an unfortunate roll here. And here is K-Mac putting for his birdie. Nice save from K-Mac. So everyone else is just going to clean up here on our last hole of the day. Actually, Matlack is going to finish with a bogey there. And I'm going to tap in for birdie. And that will leave us at a tie on the leaderboard. Thanking the thousands and thousands of fans there. So I'm going to shoot 13 under for the round. That's the new course record. That's a 48 on the scoreboard, or the scorecard. So Snappy and myself will be at 22 under with Kevin 1 stroke behind. Matlack falls to 16 under. He will not be on the lead card for round 3. We'll have Nick Shonsky joining us then. Please tune back in and join us for round 3 action of the U.S. Mini Disc Golf Championship.